He thought it was real, but it was all in his mind. True horror story. There are moments in life when something feels off, not wrong in an obvious way, not dangerous in a way you can explain, just off. And most of us ignore it. We tell ourselves it's nothing, stress, fatigue, imagination. But what if it isn't? What if that subtle feeling is the first sign that your mind is no longer showing you reality, but something else entirely? Section 1. The beginning. It started quietly. No warning, no dramatic shift, just small things, things easy to dismiss. I remember the first moment clearly. I was sitting alone in my apartment late one night, the kind of silence that presses against your ears, no television, no music, just the faint hum of the refrigerator in the next room. And then I heard it, a soft sound, like someone shifting their weight in another room. I froze, listened. Nothing. I told myself it was the building, pipes, neighbors, anything, but deep down, something didn't feel right. Section 2. The subtle changes. Over the next few days, things escalated, not dramatically, but enough to make me notice. Objects seemed slightly out of place. A chair not exactly where I left it. A cabinet door just barely open. Once I could have sworn I turned off the kitchen light, but when I walked past it again, it was on. I started questioning myself. Was I distracted, forgetful, or was something else happening? That's when the thoughts began. Not loud, not intrusive, just suggestions. What if someone is here? I laughed it off, but I stopped sleeping as easily after that. Section 3. The presence. The first time I felt it, everything changed. I was lying in bed staring at the ceiling. It was past 2 a.m. and suddenly, that feeling hit me. That unmistakable sensation that someone was watching, not imagination, not paranoia, a presence. I didn't move, didn't breathe, just listened. And then I heard it again. That same soft movement, this time closer, from inside my room. Section 4. The mind begins to shift. After that night, reality started to blur. I began seeing things out of the corner of my eye, quick movements, shadows that disappeared when I turned to look. Once, I saw a figure, standing in the hallway, still, silent, watching. But when I blinked, it was gone. That's when fear turned into something worse, confusion. Because part of me knew this didn't make sense, but another part was absolutely certain it was real. Section 5. The breaking point. I stopped trusting anything, my memory, my senses, my thoughts. I installed cameras in my apartment, locked every door, checked every corner, and still, the feeling never left. One night I decided to stay awake, to catch whatever it was. Hours passed, nothing, and then, on the camera feed, I saw it, a figure, standing behind me. Section 6. The revelation. I turned around instantly. Nothing, no one, just an empty room. My heart was pounding. I slowly looked back at the screen. The figure was still there, perfectly still, right behind me. But the room around it wasn't quite right. Things were slightly distorted, warped. That's when it hit me. The camera wasn't showing reality. It was showing what my mind believed was there. Final section. The truth. I didn't have an intruder. There was no one in my apartment, no figure, no presence. What I was experiencing felt real, looked real, sounded real, but it wasn't. It was my mind, rewiring perception, distorting reality, creating something that didn't exist. And the most terrifying part, I believed it completely, because when the brain convinces you something is real, there is no difference. If this story made you question how much of reality you can truly trust, subscribe for more deep explorations into the human mind, fear, and perception.